Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over how to understand setting up your OBS for streaming purposes or recording purposes of your games, content, etc. Stay tuned right after this. Welcome back everyone, and today we're going to be going over how to understand setting up your OBS for game recording or streaming based on whatever content you're trying to curate for your channel or for your viewers. And today's video is brought to you by Binge Gamer Buds, a community of gamers looking forward to building a friendly and healthy environment for everyone of all creeds and all walks of life. So check them out. Link for the Discord is going to be in the description below, and just let them know that Rygol led you their way. So getting into the video, you're going to start off with having a scene. Most times when you freshly install OBS, you'll have just a scene over here in the left. As you can see, I have multiple scenes for different games or purposes for what I'm creating, such as today's video, Understanding OBS. So with your default scene, just to get you started, you'll want to add your audio source, such as your microphone. So you'll hit the plus sign here, right under sources. And then you'll hit that plus sign and you'll go to audio input capture. From there, as you can see, I already have existing options, but you'll create a new one. You'll click OK. And then from here, it'll give you a list of devices. From here, you'll be able to select the specific microphone for which you're utilizing for your streaming or recording purposes. For me, it's the Yeti stereo microphone, which I already have set up here in the sources for this video today. So in other words, you'll click on that source and you'll just click OK. It'll drop it in. It'll automatically start recording it. So I'm going to remove this since I already have my Yeti mic set up. And as you'll see, your audio mixer will pop up all new audio devices for recording or for whatever you're playing, such as music or game audio. So we'll go into adding that next as well for you guys. So from here, you'll go back to sources. Click that plus sign, scroll right up to audio output capture. And from here, you're going to want to create a new, same thing. In my case, I already have main audio output, but for all intents and purposes, we'll click OK. From here, you will select whatever your audio output is. It could be speakers, it could be built-in soundboard such as voice meter, which is what I utilize. And we'll just add that here. And same thing, it'll do the same thing just like the microphone, and it'll add it in for you. So let me remove this. And I'll add in my actual source here for you guys. Main audio output. And for those who want to capture your friends' voices whenever you're playing a multiplayer game or when you have a party of friends, I'll showcase in another video how to add in your Discord voice comms for future purposes. So now we have our main audio output up and running. So now you want to get to the main part as to how to add your game capture. Well, let me launch a game so that way we can get that going. I'll go with a low, system requirements game such as probably Factorio here. That way we can get an idea of how it's operating. So if we go back to OBS, you'll see that right now, it's not capturing the audio from Factorio because we're all tabbed out of it. So Factorio is up and running. So the main thing from my experience is to make sure that you have the game running. From there you will click add. And the most typical one that I utilize is the game capture functionality. Some games have difficulty being caught or recorded through this method. So other times you will have to, your second option will be window capture. They capture the specific game window. And then the third option will be just display capture, such as what I'm doing today. So let's go into game capture. We're going to click OK. We're going to, I've had some hit or miss with the capture any full screen application. So I try to go for the capture specific window option. And then from there, I'll click the drop down. I'll select Factorio. And then it should pop up just like that. And as you can hear, the audio in the background is running as well. So that gives you confirmation that your output audio is functioning properly and If you can see this, then you can clearly see that your game is being captured at the time. Moving on, in order to start streaming, if you wanted to stream, you'll simply go to settings here on the right. You'll go to stream, and then from here you'll select a service. There are various different services. My recommendation is if you're going to stream to Twitch and you reach affiliate status, keep in mind that in the contract it does state that you must only stream to their platform and keep that video content on their platform for the first 24 hours. So if you utilize services like Restream, you may want to reconsider your strategy for streaming services like Twitch. But let's say you want to do Twitch here, for example. You go to here, and then it'll auto-connect your account, which is the easiest, newest way of doing it. Let me mute this real quick for Factorio. So going back to settings. So you'll select Twitch. It'll let you log in. It'll pop up your twitch.tv account on your computer or device. And then you'll log in through that, and it'll choose the most recommended, low ping server for their service. In terms of Facebook Live, it's fairly straightforward. Facebook Live, you'll get your stream key by clicking this get stream key. Typically, it's whenever you set up a live event on your page. From there, you can do a temporary one-time for that event stream key, or you could do a permanent stream key, and that way it keeps it a little bit more simplified for you if you consistently stream to that page. Now moving forward, once you've got your inputs and outputs and your capturing set up here in the sources as to your liking, and you've got your streaming service set up, you'll want to then go down the list and go to output. So whether you're streaming or recording, you'll be able to set up what your bitrate and everything is for your streaming, as well as certain presets, bit rates, as well as specific resolutions. I play at 2K resolution, 1440p. Therefore, when I'm streaming to other platforms, when I'm live streaming, I want to keep that to where it's easily accessible by mobile phones. And some phone service providers don't have a high bit rate of data packages for their users. So 720 or lower seems to be the best option. So that way they don't spend the whole time buffering your video and they can actually enjoy the content to some degree. And for those who are running Nvidia graphics cards, Nvidia NVENC H.264 will be your best bet. Otherwise, if not, then you'll want to use the X264, which will be more hardware based, which is more CPU reliant if you have a stronger CPU versus graphics card. If you're wanting to record, you'll click the record tab, and you can either keep your settings based off of what your streaming settings are, or you can set them up differently as I've got right here, specific to recording, and I typically record in 2K resolution and then downscale it to give it a little bit higher quality and lower size for the videos. And then you can also make some adjustments to the audio tab. I typically don't, and we'll get into that here in a moment. And then there's also a replay buffer if you decide to set up like an instant replay for videos when you're streaming of a, let's say a kill that you got, a headshot or something, or some amazing play, and you want to just bring it back to show people who may have missed it. Moving forward into the audio settings, I have, as you can see, no global audio devices because I set up individual audio devices for specific purposes in my sources, and that way I have better control. And it also keeps it from playing specific audio or hearing specific audio at the beginning of when you go live. And from there, pretty much nothing over 48 kilohertz should be necessary. Otherwise, it'll cost some degradation of the audio quality, and audio is king for any video that you're streaming or recording, because as long as they can hear you, it's better than having a better quality video, but yet the audio becomes crap. Moving in the video settings, I keep my canvas size at 1440p, but I downscale it to 720 on the output. It's just the same as what I do for my streaming. And then I keep the downscale filter to Lanczos, which sharpens the image a little bit just because of the fact it's downscaling. And I tend not to go over 30 frames per second just to keep that quality and that bit rate of, acceptable for mobile users. And for the most part, that pretty much gets you all set up. And going back to recording, you can adjust where your recording path is, such as if you wanted to go to an external hard drive or to your videos folder, etc. And you can also make other modifications from here, different from your streaming setup. All right, and that should be everything on how to set up your stream or recording application. And in the next video, we'll be going over some more advanced settings such as camera configuration, setting up a webcam, as well as maybe setting up multi-user video setups, like if you're having a podcast or discussion, or maybe you're even trying to set up your Discord input to be able to hear your friends on certain streams or recordings. If you guys like the video content, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Again, the link for the Discord for Binge Gamer Buds will be down in the description below. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the content, and we'll catch you guys next time.